Example, if you see, this is our configuration, which comes under material management, valuation and account assignment, determination without wizard. Okay. Here, if I open this group together valuation areas, I can assign same valuation grouping code 0001 to company code of different areas. For example, see this 1000 company code and 1000 valuation area and 1100 we assign the same, and also 880 another company code, another valuation area, we assign the same valuation grouping code. Okay, we can do that. And this chart of accounts, I told you, right, what are the chart of accounts we use for at the company code level and all, like that they can use that respective valuation grouping code. Even for different chart of accounts also we can assign, but as per your question, we can assign the same valuation grouping code to different company codes. You see this valuation grouping code, it's just a 4-digit number. We don't have any other logics to create, and also I have given just GA Gani. Okay, I have saved it. But only thing is, this Gani should have account linkage. For example, when you do this account assignment and when you go to this X and all, okay, here the valuation modifier and valuation grouping code both are same, correct? You know, right? Here I should have an entry. For example, here I should have an entry for Gani. Okay, then only it will work. Otherwise, see, I should have an entry for this. That's it. Otherwise, that valuation modifier, whatever you have given, it is inactive if you don't have entries in OB-wise. In a real time, how does it happen? You're an MM consultant. Okay. Let me tell you this step in a detailed manner. Okay. You're an MM consultant, and we have a list of things like we keep with us: material type, material group, materials. Okay. And anyway, valuation grouping code, we do that. Grouping code. Valuation class FI will be given. According to the material group, I told you like how many material groups we have, those many valuation classes we generally create it. Okay. And for material type, we will have those many account category references we create. Material group, generally we equal valuation classes. Anyway, that valuation classes will be assigned with valuation materials also will be assigned to valuation class. This is like the material group equal valuation classes, equal valuation classes will be created. We create material group, equal valuation classes will be created. How many material groups we have, those many, and how many material types we have, those many account category references, and materials valuation grouping code and all. Then FI will do, for example, this is an activity of MM, simple understanding. Then FI will do that valuation classes and GL accounts. They will give you the GL accounts of each area. Each area means inventory posting, consumption, price difference. Just I'm giving some highlight, and GRIR clearing account, GRIR clearing, etc. Whatever we have, different kind of consignment, payable, these all GL accounts will be given by FI. We blindly go there. They have given like for valuation class 3000, this is the GL account, 3001, this is the GL account. They will give the list, you will maintain here. At the same time, if you take a freight clearing account, they will give a GL account, we will maintain here. And if you take, you're asking something about AGN, okay. Whenever they use that respective account, if they want to use, then only FI will give and we will maintain here. Changes in subcontract, changes in stock account. Okay, they will give what for this valuation class, this is the changes stock GL account. Whatever the list will be given by them, the same list we will maintain here. But how many kinds of GL accounts they need, how many kinds of GLs the company is using. Like if they are using consignment, they have to give the consignment payable. Okay, that respect we have, right? KON consignment payable. These GL account they will give. And if they are using how many kinds of, like for example, inventory, physical inventory, if they are using, they will give, these are the GL accounts of physical inventory. For raw materials, this one. For finished goods, this is the GL account. For semi-finished goods, this is the GL account. Already for raw materials, 3000, 3001, 3002, these are the valuation classes. And finished goods 7920, 7910. See how the list of GL accounts will be given by FI. That GL accounts we know, and the respective valuation classes they will provide. This combination we will directly maintain in OB wise. According to this list which will be given by FA consultant.
Sir, then how we will link these GLs to our valuation grouping code? Is it a work of a MM consultant?
Yeah, see, for example, we know first of all what we do in the configuration. We just fix, like for example, group together valuation areas is there. For my 1000, I have given 0001 as a valuation grouping code. Okay. Already it's like a mutual MM and FI link up. We both together we take a decision like how many valuation areas are coming under 0001. For example, you created a new valuation grouping code called T001. Okay. The T001 you are going to assign to your new plants for which you are going to
Okay.
implement or which you are going to roll out. Okay. Then you will maintain accounting entries for your valuation grouping code only. See, whenever you come here, if you come to OBYC, the valuation grouping code is not available for all. For example, it is available for BSX. Okay, you will maintain for your T001. The respective valuation classes you know, GL accounts are you know, and your valuation modifier you will maintain here. And when it comes to FR1 and all, it's an you don't maintain the as per the valuation grouping code and all. If you want to maintain, we can maintain. See, you have to activate here. If you activate, then in accounts you will get the new column will come with the valuation modifier. And finally, what you have to understand is, as an MM, we should have a command on these areas. Okay, valuation classes and GL accounts. With respect to GL accounts, will be given by FI. What are the as per the processes? Consignment, KON, VBR,
Yeah.
they will give. And subcontracting they are using means they will give you, this is for VBO, this is for what you call BSX,
Okay.
BSV, BSA. Because you know like what kind of jails they want to manage at what clearing account, right clearing account, these are the jail accounts. What you call GRIR clearing
Okay.
account, this is the jail account. Inventory posting, this is jail account. Okay, what key
Okay.
you should know, because if you just click on this, you will come to know everything. What are the keys we are uses and the respective documentation, everything. If you just click this document, you will come to know like what is the GL account and what are the available. Everything we will come to know. Okay, this is the area like how
Sir,
we are going to maintain. See, you might be getting doubt why they are using a freight clearing account without using, if you go to rules, they have not activated valuation class, they have not activated valuation modifier, and also they have not activated debit credit. Okay. See, for example, if your company wants freight clearing account, single account they want to use for freight clearing account, irrespective of valuation class, irrespective of valuation modifier, for entire client, that 800 client, you might have a 10 company codes, you might have a 200 plans, whatever you have, they want to use only single freight clearing account. Then this is the way what we do. Whenever you get a FR1, system will directly pick this GL account. It won't bother what valuation class of the material and what is the valuation grouping code of the plant. It is not at all bother. But if your company is asking that I want freight clearing account as per the valuation modifier, means for 0001 I want 192.100. For 0002 means another certain plans I want 191.00. Then you have to activate this valuation modifier. Okay. See, you have to activate the valuation modifier. Then see each valuation modifier you need to maintain 192.110. Okay, like that. We valuation modifier another one maybe blank. Okay, for that 191.110. Just I'm giving an example. Like that you have to maintain. Then as per the valuation modifier, system will determine the what you call a FR1 clearing account. If they want to have some more micro level, what is that micro level? As per valuation class also it should be different. Then they have to maintain combination of valuation modifier, valuation class and account. How we maintain for PSX. See, for valuation modifier, for 1988 one GL account, 1990 another GL account you can have. When they need that micro level, we need to go for that. BSX is the best example. Like how, what is the demand of the business? These discussions will be done by FA consultant with their account team. What kind of micro level they need. No, we have only one GRIR clearing account for entire everything. Then, but WRX we will directly maintain irrespective of the valuation class and all. Now we understood the requirement,
Okay.
right? Account the requirement, we have
Yes.
to make it happen. See, for example, if you're asking the question like in as-is discussions, what kind of questions we ask? Okay. For example, if you're going to a manufacturing company for an implementation project, okay. And first of all, you have to know what MM provides, what SAP provides. First, you should know what SAP provides, and then you should know as an MM consultant what SAP MM provides, what SAP MM is having. It will cover all the master data like material master, vendor master and all. Processes wise, it is end-to-end procure to pay cycle, purchase requisition, RFQ, contract, we can have a scheduling agreement, we can have a PO, different kind of procurements. We have a service procurement for handling the service activities, maintenance, vehicle hiring and all. And subcontracting, if they are giving some components and making the finished product. Consignment, there are some special procurement like vendor will keep you material, whenever you use, you will pay the amount. And service procurement, and we have a standard procurement. In that we have a blanket procurement where you to pay the rent and some kind of function expenses. These all processes you should know first. That is thing. Then when it comes to as is also there is a preparation. When a company wants to implement SAP, they will select the core team members who have very good knowledge in their business, obviously, because if they have a good knowledge, then only they can get better solution from the consultants. They will also prepare certain templates from them, like how they want to be, what they want to use. Okay, they have their ideas. They have their ideas to question SAP consultants. You are an MM consultant, obviously you are MM. They have a setup. They will explain you how their business happened. Okay, but as a consultant, what we do, we will keep in a sequence. See how a course, how do we teach a course? We don't teach like subcontracting is very important. I cannot start subcontracting first. Automatic account determination is very important. I cannot start automatic account determination. But if the core team member is not much knowledgeable, he may tell you in a bit and pieces in any part of that. But we try to keep a questionnaire, and we try to keep an area like what kind of business we are using and what kind of masters we are maintaining. We will go in a sequence. And if your requirement of materials, how do you create it? See, that's why we will make core team member comfortable in a sequence. Otherwise, he may start anyway. If it is a very proper company which is having some better experience, and the core team members and all having a better experience, they will definitely come up with a sequence of steps to address their processes and their requirements. And if that core team member was having some experience as an end user in some company, then he will ask you some better questions and all. Okay, but as a consultant, what we keep is, okay, let's start as is discussion in this way. First, we will discuss about the master data, like what kind of materials you are using, how many kind of materials you have, and how many kinds of vendors you have. Okay, do you have any tool to maintain this master data, or you are maintaining an Excel sheet? These kind of all questions we ask. Then we will come to if any department requires material, how do they communicate with the purchasing team, and what kind of process you are using. Like that, we keep the questions to them. They will explain you, like we drop a mail to our purchasing team will order, and then we get the material. They will send a mail to us, we got the material, please come and take it. And once they give the material, they will maintain in a sheet where we have given to admin department 10 quantity, now current stock is 20, like that they will maintain whatever the processes he will explain you. But as a consultant, we try to keep in a sequence. Then only we can understand, yeah, this process we have an SAP, we have a quotation. RFQ process is there to monitor entire the quotation process and all. We have a bidding number, collective number is there, which is useful to what you call monitor, which will useful to filter the respective quotations against that product by using that collective number. Like that we used to go with the sequence. Then only we can understand, okay, this process can be mapped with consignment, okay, this process can be mapped with subcontracting, okay, this process can be mapped with STO process, with this process can be mapped with 541. Okay, when they are giving machines for repair, okay, then after 20 days they will take material back. Okay, these kind of things we can map with 541, where there is no stock, any accounting entries won't be there, and also there is no consumption. Just giving materials to outside, it's like returnable gate pass. We give the material, material will come back returnable. When there is giving materials to another plant, these are all non-returnable. If you are giving a material to another plant, they will use it. 301, 311, whatever you are using, these are all non-returnable. These kind of terms we have to understand. As per my experience, I will tell you, like if they are very well prepared, and our as discussion will be very smooth and very good. If that, because they have a plan. I want to know, I many times I give this kind of example. Okay, you and myself both want to laptop. Okay, and I'm not much aware about the software configuration and all. I'm just passionate about the color and the what you call the screen. I want to watch more movies or starting whatever, that is my requirement. As you are some computer student and all, you know, like i3 i5 is better, and graphics card and 500 GB hard disk, whatever you have certain requirements. Both went to a laptop shop. Okay, I used to see further the visual. Okay, maybe I Sony Xperia something I may like because that visual is good. But you are looking for a performance, maybe you go for a Dell or whatever it is which is having better performance. If you install some other Windows 7 or Windows whatever, if you want to install, these kind of questions you will ask to that person. Okay, will it accept to install any drivers, and will it accept to install any other softwares, what is the capacity, and what is the RAM, all those things you will get, and you will get a better product. I may not get that much better product because I don't have much knowledge in that technical way, but I'm buying the laptop just for my entertainment or whatever it is purpose. Okay, the core team member is having very good knowledge, the company is having a better background of the maintaining the data and processes and all. If the core team member is very good in the strong in processes, then he will ask you the very good questions to the consultant, he will get a better solution. If the core team member is not much good, and whatever we tell, he will listen it. Okay, and if he is a listener, then it is fine. There are some users will be there, like they don't know much, but they won't understand also much. Okay, these kind of things also may happen. But what I want to tell finally, in as is discussions, if the core team member is having very good knowledge, and if the company is coming with a better plan, then our as is discussions are very smooth without having much involvement from our side. They, and also we get very good questions also. If the core team member is not much knowledgeable and all, whatever we tell, we our role will play the role, because we will tell in a sequence of questions we will ask, they will answer it. If they have a proper plan, they will only explain in that sequence. And I will tell you some examples of uh, I know two three very good companies, when they're implementing, what they have done, you know, they have done 6 months or what you call pre-preparation before the implemented partner comes to their client place. They have done the pre-ground work for 3 months, and then they sent their core team members to a local institute, or they have taken some tie-up with them to get a basic course of core team members of MM, taking the basic course of SAP MM, for SD, basic course of SAP SD. With that preparation, they have made ready their core team members when the implementing partner has come. Just imagine what kind of questions will come. They know business, they have a basic knowledge of SAP also, because they learn some 2 months course which is required to understand the businesses and all. Okay, how your company is approaching for the implementation, according to that our as is discussions will be there. But we should know MM well, what MM is giving. That's why I always suggest you people to read that 4 SAP certification books, which will give you what exactly SAP has. okay, along with what we do. See, for example, if you want to create daily POs in a background job, okay, there is a background process where you create the background and all. First of all, go to SC93, okay, ME59N. Okay, this is the transaction code which is used to create automatic POs. If you go to the display, you will get the program of the automatic generation of POs. Okay, I will give a brief way and I will prepare a video on this background job. So if you go to SM36 and SM37, we have a two T codes where we create a background job. Okay, SM36 we create the background job and define background job, and SM37 where we see the background job details, and we can run every day morning 10 o'clock or every day morning 9 o'clock, or otherwise weekly you want to run by monthly, whatever the time period you want to keep, we will keep it. According to that, system will run it. Okay, if you keep something, if somebody is already created, if you want to see the background job, you just give the program name, and from and to I will want to remove it. Okay, there is no background job with that. It takes something some 30 to 40 minutes. I will make any video and I will send. SM36 and SM37 are the transaction codes which is used to create the background job. With that background job, according to the variant, for example ME59N, in that we first of all we need to create a variant. What kind of variant? For example, you want to keep 1000 plant. Okay, every day for 1000 plant, per requisition, whatever the purchase requisitions are available and all, they have to convert into POs. Then what we do, we keep these input parameters. Okay, uh, 1000 plant, and otherwise you want to keep whatever the plant you want to create. For that, just save. When you save, system will ask you the variant and all. We can keep it like auto PO underscore 1000. Description, variant for 1000 plant to create, variant for 1000 plant, variant for auto PO for 1000. Okay, then we will save it. Then the variant is created. Okay, if you see this variant, whenever you come and just click on that, system will give 1000 automatically. Slash and ME59N. Okay, just remove these things and all. Just select this variant and click on this. See, whatever the variants we have selected, that comes under this. By using this variant and the program which I have taken from SC93 and the SM36 and SM37, these two T codes will play the role to create the background job. I will make a video and I will provide on this. The output type can be anything, like any UI, we can use anything if you want to use. But what we do is for mail one thing and print out one thing, we use in the real time just to understand. Like
Okay.
G or NPR
Mm.
or GNML, like that. We just to identification we keep mail, print and all. But
Mm.
this program, form routine, form, all these are assigned by ABAP consultant. Okay, if you are
Okay.
using any PDF smart form, okay, whatever the details, this if you are seeing this screen will be managed by ABAP consultant. Okay, what we do,
Okay.
creation of new condition type, new output type, okay, and maintain the
Mm.
pattern functions. And if you see this GK1, okay, recently I explained this process, like what is the default values, like in PO, what default values you
Okay.
want to get it, okay, these things and all we maintain it. And also if you see this procedures, okay, in the procedure,
Mm.
this is the procedure which we assign to PO. For example, we have assigned this one, and if you
Mm.
go to the control, in that control the new condition type, new message type should be added. Okay, otherwise it
Mm-hmm.
won't work. That is the one setup we do. Hmm. and
Okay.
and the access sequence anyway we take as per the standard access sequence, and the condition records we have to maintain it, like MN04 is there, right, where we maintain
Mm-hmm.
the respective condition type. Okay,
Okay.
like 1000, whatever you want to use that one, we can maintain. If you want to use any thing like NB, POR, Okay. See, what are the condition type we maintain? Here we can maintain it. What are the details we maintain in the condition record? For example, 4 is there, right? Send immediately. This will play the role. Compared to the default settings you have kept, compared to that, that default settings will come here, but whatever the condition records we maintain, these details will come to PO. And also select here and go to communication. Here we maintain the output device, all details. Whatever details we
Okay,
maintain
this
in the
okay, understand.
details will
This
come
is
to
like
PO. Hmm.
we
Yeah, we
can write
can.
it in the same message type.
Same message type we can keep it, but that cannot be used for different things and all. But in real time, for your understanding, and my
Uh,
suggestion is print one
mm,
message type, and mail
uh,
one message type, fax one message type, EDA another message type. We can use the different message types for different mediums. What is the use of
okay.
that? If you want to
Uh,
use that respect to message type, all mediums to one vendor, at that point
mm,
of time we can maintain the different combinations in the condition records for different vendors. For example, for
correct.
vendor 1 you want to have a printout. For vendor 2 you
Okay.
want to have a mail. At that point of time we can maintain the different condition records. See, when it comes to the tax, we mainly talk about FI. Okay, I have prepared in the logistic invoice verification. When you come to logistic invoice verification part, I taught about how to create a tax code and all. But a simple way, if for your question, I will tell you this point like what is deductible, non-deductible. We keep a word called deductible and non-deductible. For your understanding, you just keep in a way. Okay, deductible and non-deductible. See, I always suggest deductible means refundable. Non-deductible means non-refundable. Because deductible means you may not understand, but refundable means you can understand. If there is a tax which is deductible, in your case is refundable, then simple understanding, 100 is the material price and 20 is the tax. Okay, 20 is deductible tax, 100 is price of material. Then when this tax accounting entries and all will come, system will take it as a 100 one entry and 20 one entry separate. When this tax is non-deductible, means non-refundable, non-deductible, non-refundable, then the line will come directly 120 as a, on that it will be loaded. Respective stock or whatever you talk, it will be loaded on that. Means deductible means refundable. If we have a separate line item, the separate line item will have a what you call a separate key, transaction key and all, condition type transaction key. I will show you that screen, then you can get more understanding. Then your companies will request for the refundable of tax because they will pay tax as per the process, but they will get the refund. But when it is a non-deductible tax, they won't get refund. It will be directly loaded on that and we have to pay and we don't get any refundable. And I will show you one point, it may make you more clear.
That
If you go to
if it is
FTXP,
non-deductible means if it is non-deductible means it will calculate it will have be added to the material price.
exactly.
Correct.
See, yeah. If you see this one tax code, any tax code you will take. In India, we have something input tax 5%. Okay. Here it's a MWVS and we have like input tax and output tax and all. Here we can
Uh,
keep which is deductible and which is non-deductible and how does it behavior
mm,
and all. I will show you that point.
mm.
Like you take any country which is having more
Can you take US?
yeah. Okay, tax exemption and something like
Oh, tax section means it's a refundable tax, correct?
yeah, that's it. For example, if you come to FTXP and all, how it is deductible
Uh,
and non-deductible, system will decide according to these keys. Okay, tax
okay.
condition types will be same, but these keys will decide. For example, if you take VS1, okay, NVV is a SAP standard non-deductible key. Okay, VS1 is a
Uh,
deductible key. Hmm? And these
uh,
things where we see OB40 is the one,
mm,
OB40. Okay, where we have a, how we have OBYC for all keys we maintain, right? Like this FI. This is all FI stuff. For MM
Okay.
consultant who have 4 years or 3 years experience, they don't have to too much concentrate on this area. Maybe once you become very seniors and all, then we have to get some idea and all these things. Okay, here we have for each key, for example, MW1. Okay, now we are seeing this output tax MWS and VST, input tax, chart
Okay.
of account. For the chart of account, they will maintain the each tax code. They will maintain the GL account. Okay,
Okay.
each
Okay.
tax code for the respective transaction key, VST and all. These transaction keys are assigned to condition type. Where we assign that condition type and all. Let me show you that procedure.
Tax procedure you're saying.
Yeah. As per tax procedure and all, we'll see that. When you see this FI financial accounting, general SPRO, tax on sales procedure, and then check calculation procedure. Here, if you do this define procedures, this is all FA part. Again and again I'm telling. For example, if you take what we are seeing now, tax USX, USX. Okay, this is the USA procedure. Okay, if you see
Okay.
this procedure and go to control data, here like our MM procedure, it will look like our MM pricing procedure. They will keep this base amount will come from the PO, which we see in the PO that I will show you. And here they have all kind of tax condition types, and for that respective account keys. Okay, what are these account keys? Just click on F4, NVV, non-deductible tax, input tax. Okay, what is VS1? That is a purchase tax. How does they behave for this? What we are assigning here? For example, when you come to NVV,
Uh,
hmm,
the
this,
tax
yeah, for
okay.
example, anything, what kind of jail account you are assigning and all, it will behave in that way. And account this assignment, we are assigning the condition type and account key, right? This combination only we are able to see here in FTXP.
Okay.
See, XP1I, XP2I, for all those things, NVV is assigned. How does it happen? Because of this assignment only you are getting here. This is not something miracle. Okay, whatever things you are seeing in FTXP, that details have come from this pricing procedure. Tax
Okay.
procedure, not pricing procedure. From this tax procedure, system is picking those respective keys and all. See if it is a sales tax and all, whatever the keys we have assigned, it will come from here. That is the first point. And this
Okay.
base amount, obviously in the PO also we can get this base amount. Let's see
Okay.
this. If you open any ME23N, and it's like a 70 to 80% FI and 30% MM is the area.
So the FI people will configure the tax procedure in their thing, then automatically it will come right in a while
Exactly.
giving PO it will come. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever the tax code, once you select the tax code and all, system
Uh,
will pick it up and give it to that. And let me take any one. I will show you the base amount and all. Okay, just I'm going to here, and if you give any one tax code, okay, after giving the tax code, if you will get a one place called taxes. Okay, if you click
yeah,
on the
yeah.
taxes, here you will see this what is the MWVS, the details and all we can see it. And if you take any other plant and all, there we get the base amount on which it has to be calculated. System, those details we can see here.
Okay.
The details will be visible, and how things are affected and all those things we can see. And this is their tax procedure, what condition types they are using and what are the account keys they are using. For all the keys,
Okay.
everything, they maintain the uh, this condition types they have, right? This condition type they defined. It's like our MM pricing procedure, more or less.
Pricing procedure.
Yeah,
Okay.
but this is their tax procedure. Here all condition types. Then they assign the country to procedure. That's what we have few minutes back. Each country can have only one. Okay, each country can have only one procedure. They cannot have multiple.
Okay.
Okay, in India we have mainly now tax INN is running. That is a
Uh,
procedure.
oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, and when it comes to this calculation and all, here different tax codes, FTXP. This is the FTXP transaction code. Okay, and what kind of things we are maintaining, different tax accounts and all. If you keep the different tax account, this is the one OB40.
Okay.
What we are
Okay.
saying, these are all
Okay.
FI transactions. Like in
Okay.
in OB40, we keep like what kind of things we have, and see this, we are seeing this VS1 and all, right? Purchasing tax one. For each one, we maintain the GL accounts.
Okay.
According to that, system will pick that GL account during this tax procedure calculation and all. See, we have two kinds of, when it comes to now, we are going to talk about the delivery cost. Delivery cost or freight, we can say. Here in this case, we have freight. We call it as a delivery cost or shipping
Okay.
charges or transportation charges. We can call it as anything. Here we have two things. One is planned delivery cost. Another one is unplanned delivery cost.
Okay.
Planned delivery cost means which are given in PO. Unplanned delivery
Okay.
cost which are given in LIV, plastic invoice
Yeah. Okay.
verification. Okay.
Sorry. Fine.
When we say when we take a PO, okay, this is some PO. Okay, if I go to FRA1, okay, okay, FRA1 I'm giving as a some 20%, 1000 INR. Here for this freight, we have a facility to pay another vendor also, because as it is a delivery cost, if you just go to the display, we can assign another vendor also, because sometimes transportation we will do with one vendor, material we will buy from another vendor. That's why SAP has given this facility to change the vendor when you select a condition category as delivery cost. This facility will be available for delivery costs. Okay, this is an additional functionality. And whatever the account determination we have given in our pricing procedure, that also we can see here. This all behavior is coming because of this accrual tick. Okay, that is some basic things. Now I'm giving this freight cost during PO. This is called planned delivery cost. Okay, we have a PO. We are going to create it. It's a GR based, and we will do GR based only. Let's see. I want to give my input tax. What are we have? CPR. GKV4 and organization data. Okay. This is my PO 17723. This is the planned delivery cost. As if you have a goods receipt, then system will propose the same value to invoice receipt. I am coming to MICO 17723. I think it may trigger release. I think let's see. PO 7723. Okay, plant is different. I'm doing the complete goods receipt. Okay, and I will just change the storage location. Okay, I have done the goods receipt now. In goods receipt, we will get a one entry for freight clearing also, because it's a planned delivery cost which has given in the PO. Now we are going to see the accounting entries. Okay, just now we have removed this FR1. That's why it has come this error. Let me maintain it. See, by seeing error, this is one kind of learning. Account determination entry INT FR1 not possible. Just now during our some testing purpose, we have removed the FR1. Let me take this. Okay, GL account was not maintained. I think let's take the exact GL account FS00 and 192. Okay. And here we can select what kind of JL account we want to check. 192 file clearing account, 192 100. The JL account which you have to give is 192 100. Okay, this is the JL account we have not mentioned. That's why system has given that error message. Now I'm coming to goods receipt. Now post it. System will post without any issues. Okay, that is a freight clearing account which is coming in FR1. This is called planned delivery cost because we have given in the purchase order. Okay. Now the document is posted. Just for our learning, we will just open the document info and FI documents. If you go to the accounting document, see this freight clearing account which we have given, that FR1 has come. Okay, and the total stock is 6,000 PSX debit and 5,000 WRX credit, and the freight clearing account 1,000 credit. Now I will keep the same screen. Our PO is 177,823, right? Let me see the PO once. 17723. Okay, we will keep this thing and I will create an invoice verification. MIRO 17723 and 07/12/2016 and 17723. Okay, and 17723. Here we can see the two things, whether you want to first do the invoice verification for only goods items or planned delivery costs or both. Okay, here anyway we are using the same vendor, that's why we will select the both. If you just enter, system will give you the material cost and also freight charges. 1,000, 5,000 and 1,000 both have come. Okay, here if you go to the details, okay, like the tax code it is asking. So manipulated the tax code. Okay. What are the tax code they are giving? The baseline date if you want to give, on which date you want to pay, 2016. See, when you come to the details tab, here unplanned delivery cost is there. If there is an unplanned delivery cost, means the vendor has given like there is some 500 rupees extra freight was happened, that we can give here as unplanned. Okay, but how unplanned delivery cost can be activated? Some dump has come, we'll see that. See this, how unplanned delivery cost can work. For example, whatever unplanned delivery cost we have given, there is a configuration we have in SPRO. If you come to SPRO, material management and invoice verification. Okay, if you come to incoming invoice, here how unplanned delivery costs are posted. Whether you want to post directly on the material, otherwise you want to distribute according to the quantities, those things we can keep here. For example, GKCC. If you select that option, distribute among invoice items, how many items are there, you have to distribute on that. Or different GL, you want to give that unplanned delivery cost always to different GL account. Other distribute among invoice items include planned delivery cost. Along with the planned delivery cost you want to include. And how do you want to do that? That control we keep here. Generally we keep this distribute among invoice items. When you give this 500, that 500 will be distributed to the respect to invoice items and it will be included in that class. Okay, let me show you this point. In validation class, in our configuration, how many we have? Hardly very few validation classes. See, when it comes to where is our material management, validation and account assignment in material management, account determination, and without wizard, different validation classes. Okay, here we have hardly very few validation classes. 3 series for raw materials and maybe some 7 series for finished goods and all. But in real time, I explained many times like, see, how many material groups we have, those many valuation classes. Similarly, not exactly. For example, if we have 90 material groups, we may have some 80 to 100, 70 to 100 valuation classes. But how do they create different valuation classes? For example, as per the differentiation, the discussions with the accounting team, our FI consultant will decide those valuation classes. But we give the list of material groups to him. He will see that material groups and account segregation. How we are grouping certain materials, we are grouping, right? That is called material group. In the same way, certain GLs they will group into one valuation class. Okay.
Okay. So now standard one we are giving a material type level, right? Valuation class at the material type.
Exactly.
So we can give at the material group level also.
No, we cannot give. But material, I'm saying like for each material type we assign here. For example, for each material type we create one account category reference. Okay, reference for raw materials, reference for operating and all. And that valuation classes will be assigned to account category reference. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Then account category reference will be assigned to material type. Okay, material type contains 10. For example, each material type is assigned to 10 valuation classes. Okay, I am saying that the 10 valuation classes will be almost equal to the 10 material groups of material type. There is no direct assignment in the configuration until you have a one assignment. If you want to go without master data, then we have a assignment with material group versus valuation class also. Like if you go to purchasing material master, here in this configuration node, entry aids for items without material master. Here we assign each material group, we assign valuation class. Okay. When do you use this functionality? We have a service master. Okay, service procurement. For service procurement, many times we don't go with the master data, but in case of material, we should go because material should have a code, it should have a stock. We can see in the MMBE, master data is almost mandatory. It's mandatory. But when it comes to service procurement, it's not mandatory because you will write like painting of a wall or vehicle hiring, four-wheeler vehicle hiring, otherwise something brushing work, some cleaning activities. For that, we don't need a master data. You can write whatever you want to have because cleaning activities is a service master. Cleaning activities at admin block, cleaning activities at production premises, anything can happen, right? That's why we will write it. At that point of time, system has to determine the automatic account determination. For that purpose, we assign the valuation classes to service material groups generally because where master data is not much important. Sometimes we skip master data creation.
Okay.
This functionality we use it. But what you have to understand is we assign material types to valuation classes through account category references. That will be useful when you create a material master and go to accounting one view and click on F4. Let me show you that here we have MM03 and I will take some material and we'll go to accounting one view. Okay. Okay, when I go to that accounting one view, if you click on F4, why these two are visible? Because these two are assigned to the material type FERT through account category reference. Okay, because of that assignment, we will get the valuation classes of finished goods only. If you create a raw material, you will get the valuation classes of raw materials only because of that assignment. Other than that, we don't have much importance of assigning that account category reference and all. If you don't do that assignment, what will happen? All that 90 valuation classes will be visible for every material. Then there are many chances that people can select finished good finished good valuation class to raw material valuation class to semi-finished good. It may happen anyway.
This is grouped by account category reference. Correct?
Exactly. Account category reference. It's like a to B, B to C relation. Material type to account category reference to valuation class. There is no direct link with material type and valuation class.
So you mean to say there is material type is only one, but you can have many under raw material, you can have 4 to 5 raw material and maintain under different valuation class.
Exactly. See this account
Okay.
category reference for each material type. We will create one account category reference, and
Uh-huh.
each account
Valuation class,
category reference will be assigned to different valuation classes.
mm,
Okay, then we assign the material type to account category reference. Finally, what happened? Material
mm,
type is A, account category reference is B, valuation class is
mm,
C. A to B, B to
mm.
C, finally A to C is there. What is the use
So,
of this setup? If you don't do,
mm,
what will happen? There will not be too much impact, but there is one negative. When you go to material, all 90 valuation classes will be visible in accounting view.
mm,
Okay, but now what happened? Only two visible. If the user is making a mistake of assigning 7925, it's a
mm.
mistake, but it's not a blunt because both are finished goods only. But one is finished goods MTO and another one is normal finished goods.
Yeah.
Minor mistake, but it's not a raw material GL account and all.
Okay, okay. I
Okay, that is
understand.
the one
Okay.
thing. And
Mm,
material groups I have given you as an example as a business. Like generally, I'm saying the statement. Generally, how many material groups are there? Equal valuation classes will be created, but it may be more or less. That account to our accounting requirement. But
mm-hmm.
there is no something like I have shown you. That is the without master. If you want to handle, we do that assignment. But it's not a mandatory one. Okay,
Okay,
but
okay,
material to valuation class and service master to valuation class is a mandatory which we do in material master and service master for a valuated material.
okay,
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 that's why valuation classes can be created n number of valuation classes according to the business requirement.
okay. Fine, understand.
See, there are different requirements. A few minutes back also we have explained the same point. When it comes to BSX, okay, they want to, they don't want to have a like a debit one GL account and credit one GL account. Okay, they want to have a whether it's a debit or credit. When BSX will get debit when you do receipt 101, 561, 501, any stock related receiving. When it is consumption 201, 231 and all, BSX will get credit. But they want to have debit or credit same GL account. If they want to have a different GL accounts, for example, debit is one GL account and they created one GL account. Generally, they want to have for this offsetting point entries like different goods movements. They have consumption account and all those things. Then if they want to have, then we activate this facility. But many times we give debit and credit same. If the business is asking debit is different and credit is different, then our FI people will give this is for debit entry and these are all debit GL account, these are all credit GL accounts for consumption. These are all debit and credit GL accounts for physical inventory. These are all debit and credit GL accounts for subcontracting consumption. They will give, we will just maintain it in this. It's a purely business requirement. In that things also I have explained who is core team member and
Yes, I
who is
know.
end user. Both are and core team
Mm-hmm.
member comes from the end user only, but who they will
Mm-hmm.
select according to his knowledge, according to his experience, according to his might have some SAP end user experience and all. They will select a person. Okay. This core team member can be key user. He will become a key user later because according to he will travel with the consultant, that IT team throughout this implementation process. He will learn complete MM processes and he will also learn some certain objects of SPRO things also if he is interested and if he can see. Okay, because of this knowledge and all, later he will become a key user. He can handle any of the transactions of the MM and end users will be specific area. If he is a procurement guy, he will work only on ME21 and ME2N like this. If he is a stores, he will work on MIGO. If he is a master data team, he will work on MM01, XK01 like that. Okay, but this key user can handle any of the transaction codes. And in the support, when it comes to support, what will happen? This users first address to their key user. If key user is in a position to guide them, to answer them, then it is fine. If he is not able to answer, then he will create a ticket to support team. Support team will address that issues. Some basic questions, some guidance issues like he is not able to create a PO. During that he has given some wrong entry. That's why error has come. Those kind of issues. Many things the key user can be in a position to resolve it if he learn well from the consultant during this implementation process. Means the as is process will be prepared by the core team members before IT comes into picture like for the implementation process. for the project, they will decide like what is the budget of that project, how much they are going to get, and what is the size of the project. As per their experience and their knowledge and all, they will decide 8 months is the project plan, and the project preparation first 15 days or 1 month, and business blueprint 2 months. That they will decide according to this SAP methodology. SAP what they have given that. What are the steps they have to follow, and account their experience, the size of the content, and the amount of the project and all, they will decide this project plan. According to that, we have to follow the timings and all.